Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Welcome back to the competition of the Farming Simulator 22 Monopoly. Take a breath, JJ. Right, hope you're doing well. We're back. All of us are here. DJ, Patrio and Smudo. They're all here with us. How are you guys?
I am good.
Yeah, good. Well, conscious despite retail workmanship trying otherwise.
Ah,
Oh, well, we're doing so well with the positives. Everyone was good. Anyway, so this is the first time after the Farming Simulator update where they've tweaked, worked, adjusted, and I've added a couple of extra mods, and you can probably see one down the bottom left. My old favourite, auto drives back. And course is already set up. Look at that. Now, someone did these courses and uploaded them, and I've grabbed them, and I've just got to do some tweaking because I don't like the way he's done some of the intersections along here at all. I've added a couple lines of that intersection that goes straight past the intersection, otherwise they just turned into the middle of the lane and then carried on straight or turned left. It was a bit weird. I don't know why it was done like that, but I've tweaked that and I've got a few more to do. It was also all in German, so I've replaced some of them. So, oh, by the way, guys, the fields and all that are in folders now instead of one big long line of trying to find things. So if you want to go to a sell point, that's under sell point, I think. A production, that'll be under production. And you can see it here. So we've got fields, fields from 00 to 09, fields to 10 to 19, all the way down to 82 in their own folders, so they go in tens. Productions and sell points. So I've got to add a couple other things because the guy didn't do it. But I can tell you this auto drive here, the new one, I grabbed it, downloaded it. Why are you going so slow? And started it up on my private play, and unlike 19, and this is obviously with the new thing with 22 and the workers being able to go from A to B, it asks you if you would like the network automatically scanned, and it did. It scanned the roads and automatically put the nodes down on the roads. Unfortunately, I'm doing the Alps map. When it came to some of the roundabouts, it didn't go round them, it went through them, or it didn't connect to them at all. So, which is not a major. I mean, it's a lot better than having to do courses around the whole place. And then the guy that did this also did one for Alan Grat, which I downloaded, which is fantastic. So, and the best thing is now I've got something that'll be able to empty my harvester out and drive it away, so I can do the harvesting. So that's number one. Number two is the return of the AI vehicle extension. Now, I was always a courseplay, well, not always a courseplay user. 15 I used it, and 17 I used it, but for the harvesting I used AI vehicle extension because it would get all the field, the corners, where courseplay didn't. Of course, they changed that halfway through 17 and added in the extra options in courseplay. But that has been released. I got that as soon as it came out. A few bits and bugs with it, but there's been about 3 updates since then, and it's working rather well. It's really, really good. And then there was some updates to some mods already had because of the update to the game itself. So, you're all up to date. This tractor's useless. I don't like it. It struggles. There was a mod I was going to carry on, sorry.
Yeah, just jumping in there. I was going to say, I for one am waiting for the classic vouchers to return personally.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Probably be a DLC, I reckon. But yeah, I was going to add another mod, and that mod was a production info HUD. But I decided against it because I didn't know if it will show up everyone's productions or not. And it's basically, it sits right in the middle of the screen here and tells you how full or empty your productions are, which is a
What
little
is
handy.
this?
What is what?
Look at the
Because
pallets.
the pallet sizes would have been adjusted since the patch.
And why are they all half empty? Or look half empty?
Because they've been double up.
Oh,
Pretty sure these strawberries and eggs have been increased per pallet.
no, what they did is they adjusted the production speed on the greenhouses. I noticed this when I got greenhouses on my one, and I used to get 4 pallets per day. I'm lucky to get 2 pallets per day, mainly just one, because I've changed it from per day to per month, the production. And what it also did is it had adjusted the pallets as well that had already been done, so it had rearranged those pallets to what they should have been for the amount of time it took for them to be produced.
Okay.
Yeah, so they incorporated it into that as well. So that's what you would have got. What you see there is what you would have got if the game came out with the thing they've got at the moment, the way they've got it set up at the moment.
I think the other funny catch-22 was with my massive tractor test. Thank goodness I was only 2 tractors down out of however many there are, because all the adjustments to the truck traction and everything else, I'm like, I'm going to have to go back and reset everything. Barely touched it, so...
Yeah, that was what I mentioned yesterday in the stream to you, Smudo. There was a change that's made me feel a bit better, because you guys had the greenhouses, you've got yourselves some farms, you're going to make money quickly, and now they've adjusted it. It's real slow, which is fantastic. But they've also adjusted the interest and the AI worker. There was an update for the mod, which I've got a mod called AI worker, and just makes it a little cheaper. So I've set it up. You can go in and change the percentage. The guy's got it, or the girl, whoever's done it, it's got it really, really low. So I've adjusted it to something a bit more realistic, because I think in this game they go a bit overboard with the cost of your workers, personally. I'm working for an hour, I should get paid an hour. Oh, you've just been booted, have you, Smudo?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me find your...
That's big. Quickly make more money, quickly.
Oh, actually, guys, I got another thing, whether you want it or not. I was going to, well, wasn't going to put it in. I was going to talk to you guys to see if you wanted it, and if you're all happy with it, we can add it in. And it's a mod that allows us to be able to get a loan up to $10 million. So you're not just limited to 500,000.
Why would I want a loan that high when I can't buy any land while having it?
No,
Yeah.
but later on, you want to might buy some more equipment and stuff, and want to go over the 500,000. Well, it's there. I mean, if you guys don't want it, we'll leave it as it is. It's fine.
No, I think I'm fine.
Incoming! Hopefully your feeds are good.
I own in the stream. I only see you and Patrio.
Yeah, I know. You disappeared. Now you're back loading in. Yeah, I think that's about it. There was an update to a couple of other mods, like I said. So, we're all good at the moment.
So they basically dropped the production speed of the greenhouses by quite a lot, yeah?
Everything. Because they didn't actually mention greenhouses. I got a bit of a shock because I read the changelog and there was no mention about greenhouses, but there was a mention about production. Adjusting the production over the year, so greenhouse is part of it. It's more realistic. I like it. The only thing I don't like is I think I should, for the size of my greenhouse, I think I should get more. You know what I mean?
More
Yeah.
out of the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Depending on the size of the
Yeah.
greenhouse. So,
I'm happy with how long
Yeah.
it takes for them to grow. That makes sense. But for what I got, the quantity amount, that spawns. I think I should get more for the size of the greenhouse I've got. Oh, the other thing is I've got auto load pallet, which I think I might have put in the other day. But we've got the latest version of that, and I believe that auto load pallet is ready to be sent to Giants now. Though I do think there is and he did mention there is something that there is not a game-breaking issue, but an issue with multiplayer, and he says that's requiring a Giants to change a bit of their coding. It's an error on Giant's side, not his. So he's waiting for that. This tractor is useless.
Bump.
Oh, that's the other one that made me laugh about the quad track coming back to the game. Because you've got the quad track and the Steiger, which are both articulated case IH supermassives. The Steiger has a fixed cab entry ladder, whereas the quad track has the hydraulic operated movable ladder. And it's like everything else apart from the wheels is 1-to-1. So the cab controls, the bonnet, or the hood, half the design is 1-to-1 between the two models, but the right in the guts of it. Just slight difference there. I'm like, that's weird. You'd think it'd be 1-to-1 cross between the pair of them.
Oh, while I'm thinking about it, you guys might have to do this in your auto drive thing as well. Where is it? No, never mind. It's already set to 100%. Noticed on my Allen Grat 1 the auto drive wasn't Dave. I thought Giants was perfect. What rock you been living under, Dave? And hello.
Hello, Dave.
Well, the one good thing is auto drive, having that back, having tractors that that should make their destination and won't get caught up on a bridge, which is a good thing. And the other thing, obviously, as well, is like I said before, is I now have something where I can set a worker to come and empty me out while I'm harvesting, so I don't have to sit and wait around for a harvester and have the worker do it, provided it can get to the places. But going around the place, for the most part, the guy's done a wonderful, wonderful job of the auto drive. It's just the intersections make no sense for me, but that's Germans for you, isn't it? Trying to be efficient. It was over-efficient, under-efficient, actually. It makes no sense. Some of the intersections and the way he's done it. And I was a bit lazy about doing mine, but they're a bit better. Because like I said, when you get to an intersection, he's got it set up so it turns into one double lane right in the middle. And when I was trying it out, and because everything was in German, so I was setting it off to a sales point to find out the actual name of it and then change the name of the sales point to English. And the auto drive was slowing down a lot and everything because it was trying to figure out where it needed to go with this situation. And it was getting hit by the traffic a lot because it was in the middle of the road. So yeah, I've gone around and changed a few of them and added one lane on either side of the road to carry on straight, and then I'm just going to readjust the intersections as to the fact that there isn't a double lane right in the middle, so they can go in and out. And I've sort of done the top half, maybe the top third of the map. But the thing is also we've got courses all the way to every field, which I thought Mr. Smedo would be pleased because you mentioned the other stream the other day how much he preferred to auto drive because of the reasons he mentioned compared to the Giants way of doing it. Yeah, we're all good. Mind you, I've only got their word for it, but they all said they were good. How are you today, Dave? Why is it struggling here? One thing that really annoyed me about the update though was I had to go in and redo all my keys for my my wheel.
Oh, bindings, yeah.
Why, Giants?
Because new profile, new save, do it again.
It was so annoying because I can't remember what was what. I only remember them when I'm actually playing the game. I know what I need to do then, but when I'm not using them and I've got to sit there and think about what key have I set up for what, I can't remember it.
Yeah, I had that with Elite Dangerous. I think because for Elite Dangerous they have an option for flight checks, so you actually actuate each of the controls to re-familiarize yourself that, oh, this is pitch, this is how you change your landing gear, yada yada yada. I think a lot of games, especially something like Farm Sim, where there is so many controls for crane arms and front loader arms and tools up and down and start and stop and everything else, they kind of really need a controller wizard where it's, okay, we want you to accelerate, pull the button for that trigger. Okay, we now want you to decelerate, and just go through like a step-by-step wizard of each control, so you can either skip or assign based on what you need to do with your wheel. So something obscure, left indicator. In my case, it would be wheel D-pad left.
Well, most people know what that is, so you can go put it in. I just go to the wheel and I just delete everything that's been assigned and redo it. I mean, for the most part, I know which one I use to start the engine. I know which one I use to change the implements and get from tractor to, the G key. I know which one I've got set up for me GPS and all that, but it's the ones I very rarely use. Trying to remember that. Right pain. I need to make money, I need to make money fast. I want to farm.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, is she? Oh, I hope she get better soon, dude. The problem these days is every time you get sick or anyone gets sick, you go, oh, what is it?
Yeah, I had a chuckle at the vaccination clinic for that one. They're like, okay, so you've had any symptoms in the last 3 weeks? No. Any vaccination or any other, jabs, yada yada yada. I'm like, no, yes, no, going through the questionnaire. Like, oh, you must be pretty healthy. I'm looking at my diet going, no.
No.
Speaking of diets, that reminds me, just to remind everyone who hasn't been reminded because you haven't heard me say it in the other streams because you weren't there, I won't be streaming next Saturday.
I don't think anyone would be.
Or I wasn't quite
I
sure.
might be.
Yeah, it's
Next
quite a
weekend,
few
much.
people do it on a Saturday. On a Christmas day. There's a lot of streamers, but I won't be. I think I did last year myself. But yeah, and then so there won't be a stream next Saturday. So there's no ATS stream, but what is going to be happening, there'll be a convoy mode stream for ATS on the My Friday. For some of you, that's a Thursday evening. So yeah, hopefully we can get a few people who want to join that and come along. Also, I won't be back streaming until the 2nd of January. I'll be away for the that week, from the 25th to the 1st. So you won't see me until next year, after next Friday. You're gonna have to wait for a whole year to go by. What's left of it? And then I think towards the end of the month as well, there's about a couple of days I won't be able to stream either, which I think Farming Sim will be one of them. I think once again it'll be a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I believe. This tractor is crap. I'm going to find out which cultivator this is. Cultivators. Oh, that one. Must be the Russell mash, is it? That needs 276 kilowatts. Oh, even my other tractor can't do that. It's not the stupid sickness, oh, it's the actual whole body infection that knocked her out pretty good. Almost got admitted to the hospital for it. Oh, dude. Well, I'm guessing almost means that body was able to fight it, so... And so he got over the hump of it. Unlike someone else I know who decided that they're getting sick, didn't even think that it would be COVID. It turns out it was, which I didn't find out, even though he said, most of you by now in his last video would know I've got COVID. No, I don't. Why am I last to know? I thought I was in the inner circle. It was, yeah. So, bit of a shame, but way of the world. Anyway, let's move on. Let's try and have some time away from the word.
Sorry.
Thank you. Have we frozen, or have I completely stopped?
Yeah,
No, we are frozen.
well, my movement's been frozen, my camera hasn't.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm completely frozen, so it must be on my end.
Did someone try to pick something up by their hands?
No.
No, I just tried to send a tractor off to a field, but that worked on the same field just before, so...
I'm driving, so I'm not doing anything that would warrant a praise.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to shut it down. It's been a while since I saved it. Now, I can't even bring up the...
I got the console. I managed to quit out.
I got the console as well.
I don't. So it's me, it's on my end. For some reason, I've completely frozen.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So let me just...
Hit the old 3-finger salute.
No, the 2-finger salute, don't you mean?
Well, 1 if you're American,
Control
2
log.
if you're British, and 3 if you're a technician.
Yeah, I hate when the game just doesn't make you go back to the main menu. Doesn't.
Well,
Makes you just boot all the way out.
yeah, someone asked about that earlier, if there was a command to just drop the menu, and I don't think there is. It's just a straight, quit out command. But the exiting a save or a multiplayer game back to menu should have been patched. I haven't had
It
time
should
to
have,
sit
but
down.
it booted me all the way out.
It's...
Oh, the console command will do that.
I thought you might have been booted all the way out because I froze, but I thought it had been fixed because when the patch came out and I went in the first time, it came back to the menu, but now it's a lottery. Well, actually, my save solo play it doesn't, but my test thing it does, which is weird because I've got more mods running on that than I don't have. Before I'm going to go in, I'm going to check the log, ladies and gentlemen, just to see if we can find what the problem was. Whether or not it wrote it in is another question. No, I don't want that. I want it on, give it to me in Notepad++, thank you. Alright, let's go all the way to the bottom. Nope, didn't write a thing after everything was loaded.
Even funnier, I'm apparently loading to the menu, but if I scroll my mouse on the left side of my screen, I can hear the menu item selecting. That's a new one.
I'm pretty fine.
Yeah, I can't see any errors in the log itself. Well, a couple of warning type things, but it's just weird. It's not recorded anything after I basically got into the map. Nothing at all. Right, we'll see if it does it again, and then we'll know that there is something afoot. Right, correct game. Continue. 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 Start. Right. Let's go. Bring you guys back up before I take it over. I'll make sure that you guys are actually in the game before I kick it back over the screen. Start.
Yeah, I was going to say hold mine off for the moment. I might do a cheeky BRB whilst we're straightening things out.
Yeah, great. It didn't save it. We're back to the start where we started off.
Bloody Nora.
Just Patrio, come in first, and then at least you can just wait at the screen. Yeah, I was. Oh, this stupid thing. Right, go. It's going good. I'm halfway through this field, and then I've only got one other, hopefully small field to do, and I'm over and done with this thing. I wonder if the issue's got to do with the old vehicle control add-on and the gear setup. See, all that should be in my log that's up on my screen on the console at the moment, but it wasn't. I suppose it'd be prudent, since we've started from scratch again, from the very beginning, is me to start my whole stream over again. So, good afternoon everybody, how you doing? Hope you're doing. Here's the motivated. Maybe it's this thing that's got the issue.
What's that?
This tractor that seems to be struggling. It's actually running perfectly now. I'll wait until I turn around and go up. That's when I was having the issue. It literally almost come to a stop. I'm going 14 kilometres at the moment down the field. I'll turn it around. And when I went up, I'd have issues where it'll start and then it'll almost come like to 0 kilometres, and then it'll change gear and then try and go again. It was struggling. I'm actually going faster. Now I'm slowing down a bit, but not as bad as before. I think this has got an issue. And I can't say for sure that it might be giants. Oh yeah, no, here we go. Right down, all the way down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And to 0, yeah.
Go to 0 and then hold the throttle again.
What was that?
Oh,
Go to 0?
Go to 0 and then come back out again.
Come back out of what?
Well, you said you have been transmission issues, didn't you?
Yeah, but it was like this last week too. With this tractor. Just this tractor.
I mean, some of the tractors did the same.
What it does is it's in second gear at the moment. Now it's gone to third. And then it struggles. So it goes right down to zero because it can't do it in third gear. So it goes back to first gear. So we'll get to 8 kilometers an hour. Then eventually it will go into second gear and we'll get up to 13 kilometers an hour. No, I don't own this tractor, Dave. Thank goodness, it's just borrowed. And as soon as it hits 13 gear going up, third gear going up this hill, this 300 horsepower tractor can't handle the jandle. If tailgaters, careful if tailgaters, I had them today while bringing stuff back from the shop. Oh, I lifted my thing too early, did I? Because I was reading the thing. Oh, never mind. We'll survive. Well, you mean the AI traffic? Really? Marco 84 just subscribed for 6 months in a row? And thank you. I don't even know if you're in chat. I haven't seen you for a while. That is amazing but surprising. You are here, oh dude. Hello, how are you? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Just enjoying the sunshine.
God damn it.
Gearing up for Christmas.
I'll be glad when Christmas is over.
Yeah, come on, don't be so negative. Say it with a bit more positivity. Gee, I'll be glad when Christmas is over. You've all got, mind you, if I freeze it'll come off automatic, then I won't have a problem. Oh, this thing's getting on my nerves. Is there not a way I can just make it stay in second while